Genesis chapter 6, verse 14.
Welcome to Jesus is Calling Radio. I'm your host, Genesis B. Blay, but you can call me Jen. Today we'll be talking about Noah and the flood. But first, let's get a caller to join us.
Hi there, my name is Shem.
Shem?
Yes.
All right, Shem. Do you know the story of Noah and the flood?
Was that Jim Carrey in that one movie?
No, that was Bruce Almighty. You're thinking of Evan Almighty with Steve Carell.
Oh, the weirdo with the beardo?
Yes.
Well, what is there to know? The movie showed it all.
Not really.
Oh, really?
Buckle up, Buttercup. You're in for a wild ride. Part of God's story is about Noah. But let's start at the beginning. When God created the earth, he created it to be the most perfect home. The mountains were playgrounds. Every ocean wave was surfable.
Trump wasn't president?
God created people to be like him to live in the world. He basically wanted peace on earth. Everyone got along, everybody loved each other, and yes, that included animals. It was perfect.
What's that have to do with the flood?
I'm getting to it. Patience is a virtue. God created everyone to get along, but instead went against him. There was violence, greed. The people basically wrecked what God had created to be perfect. According to the Bible, this made God really sad. He wanted to wipe everything that was happening in the world away, and decided to send a flood to destroy all the wrong in the world.
Noah missed everything, huh?
Not exactly. Noah was the only one that followed God and was good. He loved Noah so much, he gave him a heads up on the flood and asked Noah to build an ark strong enough and big enough for himself, his family, and two of every animal to stay in while the flood washed away everything.
Animals on the boat? That must have stank bad.
So when Noah began to build the ark, those living around him began questioning what he was doing. They all probably thought Noah was crazy or weird, but Noah knew he had to do right by God. So he built the ark and waited for the animals, and boy, did those animals come. Once Noah, his family, and the animals were inside the ark, God locked them on the ark, and the flood began.
So he went to save himself and his family and all the little animals, and they called him a weirdo with a beardo? What?
Language.
Sorry.
For 40 days and 40 nights it rained, non-stop. Every single thing was underwater. Trees, mountains, birds, livestock, wild animals, all the creatures, mankind was gone. Only those in the ark remained. They were stuck on that ark for a year, waiting for a sign from God that it was safe to come out.
I was stuck on a boat with my wife once. I had to swim back.
When the tops of the mountains finally started to show, Noah sent out a dove to see if there was dry land. There wasn't. But a week later, he sent the dove again to see if there was dry land. The dove came back with a freshly plucked olive leaf. The water was beginning to recede. A week later, Noah sent out the dove again, and it didn't come back. That meant that the dove had found a new home. The land was dry, and Noah, his family, and all the animals could leave the ark.
But in Evan Almighty, it was a dam that had bursted and only lasted like 10 minutes of the movie?
Hollywood. But anyways, the very first thing Noah did leaving the ark was create an altar to worship God and thank God for saving him. God made a promise to Noah that he would never destroy the world with a flood again, even though he knew humans would continue to do wrong. God put a rainbow in the sky to let Noah know he was keeping his promise. And just like God rescued Noah, God said he would one day send his perfect son Jesus to take the punishment of all people. And then God would be close to all the people that chose to follow him. And that is the story of Noah.
Wow, that's a story.
I know, right? So does this make you want to stop sinning to make God happy?
Yeah, like that's gonna mend my broken halo.
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock